We're back on CEW Finale, the last episode of CEW ever. And it's time for the main event of the evening. Ding ding ding! The following bout is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the CEW World Heavyweight Champion. And it's set to be the final match in CEW history. Introducing first, from the Gateway City, weighing at 124 pounds, he is the current and reigning CEW World Heavyweight Champion, Dennis Cage. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is your feature main event. And Dennis Cage about to defend the CEW Championship against a mystery opponent, as announced on Facebook. Dennis Cage lost his online world title to Fail in the first match of the night earlier tonight. It's past 1 a.m. in the morning. It's officially 2011. It turned into 2011 in our last match. Dennis Cage with a second mystery opponent. Earlier, his mystery opponent was at Fail, and he lost the world online title. Dennis Cage with a mystery opponent. Let's find out who it is. Wait a minute. Really? That's his mystery opponent? We have some technical difficulties with the music. And his opponent, Jason. Jason's about to face Dennis Cage for the World Heavyweight Championship. Jason and Dennis Cage faced off a lot in the year 2010. So it's only right that we end the year of 2010 with this bout. And we kick off 2011 with Jason versus Dennis Cage. What a way to end an era of CEW. These two face each other at Street Brawl in April of 2010 in a street fight. We got a lot of ratings on that one for YouTube. They also face each other in the last man standing match at Mega War, which Dennis retained the backyard title and the world's heavyweight title. Again, this is our last event of CEW. CEW started in 2004. Our first recorded event was in November 19 of 2005. And we've been wrestling in the backyard ever since. Ring the bell. Ding ding ding. This match is an exhibition match. One fought to a finish for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, the first match in CEW, I remember back in the day, it was APJ versus Dennis Cage, and what a way to end it, with Dennis Cage taking on Jason. Oh, what a takedown that was by Dennis Cage. 1, 2 count. Back in the day, Dennis Cage, the first match, he competed in the first match of CEW against APJ, which was a #1 contenders match back in 2005. Dennis Cage started in CEW as Dennis Young, and he's finishing off as Dennis Cage. Jason also competed in CEW in 2005, I might add. 1. He's choking him. That's illegal. Come on. Jason didn't receive a title shot into 2010, but he never actually won the world title. Dennis Cage has been our hardcore champion in the past. He was the first and only, well, he modified the hardcore title to backyard title, and then he modified it into the online title. Oh, chokeslam by Jason. Jason has delivered that chokeslam many times. 1, 2 count. And another, that was a kick out. This guy has been feuding since April. These guys can't stand each other. Earlier tonight, a few moments ago, it was a brutal match. A false count anywhere match between Adrian and D2 Diz. That feud escalated into something historic tonight, and that feud came to an end a few minutes ago between Adrian and D2 Diz. Adrian getting the victory over D2 Diz, getting his revenge because D2 Diz, remind you, he retired Adrian. And tonight, all the legends were allowed to be here, including Adrian. We actually invited, hold on, 1, 2 count. We invited APJ, Rob Styles, and other wrestlers who were in CEW in the past, but weren't CEW in 2010. They were invited to tonight's finale of CEW, but no one showed up but Adrian, the only one who was actually not in contract anymore. This is the final episode, so we allowed Adrian to be here, and he got his revenge on D2 Diz. Oh, what a spear by Dennis Cage! I think Jason's boot cut his nuts here. His nuts. He's down. 1, 2, 3. This is for the world title. The last bout of CEW. 1, 2 count. Dennis Cage may leave the last champion ever, or Jason could be history in the making, win his first world title here in CEW. Dennis Cage lost the online title to El Feo earlier, and El Feo won his first lost his first championship here in CEW. El Feo won his first CEW championship, becoming online champion. That was historic. What a way to end our era of CEW. It would be better if Jason could win the title and finish off the era with Jason being champion, but we'll see. But right now, it looks like that is a possibility as Jason is dominating against Dennis Cage. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's past 1 a.m. It's actually 1:13 in the morning. We've been wrestling since New Year's Eve, and now it's officially 2011. I remember Jason's first match was against D2 Diz, and actually it was Jason in his old gimmick as, what's it called, Shadow of Death. And his head bouncing off the side of the trample ring, the springs hurting the skull of Jason. We've seen a lot of things here in CEW, from Jason chokeslamming Dennis Cage off the street sign at Street Brawl, to Dennis Cage flying off the fence and delivering a harsh elbow to Adrian. That was a dark match about last year. We've seen a lot of things here in CEW. And we like to wish you and your family a happy new year from CEW. Dennis Cage getting the momentum, chipped it back in his control. Again, this is the final match in CEW history. Jason has never defeated Dennis Cage for the world title. This is Jason's final opportunity, and he deserves it. CEW management had a hard time figure out Dennis Cage's opponent,
I'm gonna retain my
who
title.
deserved the last shot at the CEW title. They decided Jason deserved it. Before we end the era of CEW, let's see if Jason could win the title. Let's give him one last chance. Who will have the honor of being called our last CEW World Champion? Dennis Cage is severely damaged from the back. He's got the weapon. Oh, what a shot to the back. Oh, perhaps returning the favor, because if you remember the last man standing match, that tray of McDonald's was used by Dennis Cage and actually put Jason down for the 10 count at Mayo War. So this is Jason's retribution. Oh. Dennis Cage is down. Jason is entering the ring. One, two count. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite match of all time in CEW, my favorite moment of all time in CEW, without a doubt, has to be the moment that Dennis Cage took out and retired APJ with a chair and make him bleed, send him packing to the hospital in June 23rd, 2006. One, two, wait, foot on the spring, Dennis. So that was my favorite moment in CEW, when Dennis Cage took out APJ. One, two, he's got the spring. But it's hard to pick my favorite moment. We had a lot of great ones. We've been doing CEW since 2005. So it's been nearly 6 years of CEW backyard wrestling promotion. Oh, I did. It was a little bit wrong. That should be considered a blooper. There are no redos in wrestling. What's he doing? It's freaking cold at Mayo War. These two had a match. It was hot. I said it was like wrestling in an oven. Tonight, it's like we're wrestling inside a freezer. It's freaking cold. It's 1:17 a.m. January 1st, 2011. What a way to kick off the year. Then with the final match of Championship Extreme Wrestling. The reason we're having our CEW finale is because Dennis Cage, D2 this, all the CEW competitors, we're all going pro. One, two count. Dennis Cage is going to be trained, and he's going to be starting training in the start of 2011. Later this month, along with D2 this and other wrestlers from Laredo. Oh, but again, you could follow D2 this and Dennis Cage on Twitter, so you could find out what they do after CEW is long gone from YouTube. Oh, what a shot that was after dancing like a fool. Again, to follow D2 this on Twitter, go to twitter.com/D2 this. Or you could go to his Facebook, Dennis Cage Facebook, and find out what they're up to after CEW dies tonight. Oh, into the back. You could also visit Adrian on Facebook to find out what he's up to after CEW tonight. Oh, what a DDT into the spring. He's trying to put him back in. Dennis Cage not so happy lost to Fail, the first man to lose a championship to the guy. One, two count. Dennis Cage was embarrassed earlier tonight that he's the first man to lose a championship to Fail. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know this. Oh, he missed. But FAO is arguably the most popular athlete in CEW roster. FAO has a great future ahead of him. So does Dennis Cage. To leave your support on Dennis Cage, just find him on Facebook. He's looking to go pro pretty soon. So is D2 Diz and the others. He wants none of Jason. But Jason's not gonna give it easy to Dennis Cage, I assure you of that. Come on. Dennis is down and out. He's got an ankle injury or something to contend with. You want to give up this match? You want to forfeit your world title, Dennis?
No.
It'd be embarrassing if you lost both your titles in one night. Let me tell you, Dennis Cage competed against FAO earlier, so he's less 100% than Jason. Jason's more, you know, energized because he didn't compete earlier. Unlike Dennis Cage. And yes, he stole Adrian's jacket. Jason could give a fuck. I mean, what's Adrian gonna do that Jason took his jacket? He's a murderer. He'll probably kill Adrian if he'll try and get it back. Oh, what a kick to the ankle. Targeting the ankle that probably should be injury from Dennis Cage.
No more. Please. Please, Jason, I give you whatever you want. You want $1 million? I give it to you. Just make me win. I promise you, I give you anything.
He's trying to bribe Jason?
Just make sure I be king champion. I give you anything you want.
I think he wants the world title before CEW dies.
I can give you anything I want.
Give him the world title.
Please don't. Please don't. No, please don't. Please, please.
He's gonna break that ankle.
Think about it, please.
Oh, he wants the world title. Give him the world title and he'll leave you alone. Jason's a cold-blooded bastard. He's a murderer, for peep's sakes. He's not gonna have some sympathy for you, Dennis. He has no heart. He's like a zombie. He's half dead. For some reason, he's moving. Was that a choke slam? Cover him. 1, 2, 2 count. I was about to say 3. Dennis almost lost a second title tonight on the CEW Finale. What's Jason? Where's he headed to? What's he doing? Jason is getting something. He's got the steel chair that was used earlier by Adrian and D2. Actually, it's another chair, but it's similar to that chair. He's gonna use the chair. Dennis Cage has used that chair plenty of times on past opponents. Perhaps gonna give him a piece of Dennis medicine. What's he gonna do? Gonna choke slam attempt. Oh, DDT to the chair. Head first goes Jason, but Dennis Cage is too hurt to capitalize. Come on. A lot of people support Dennis Cage, believe it or not. 1, 2, 2 count. But a lot of people are willing to bet that Jason will walk out the world champion. Both men are down. 1, 2, 3. The title cannot change hands like this. 4. 1, 2. 2 count. He did nothing to him. He's got the chair. He's got the chair. Remember what he did to APJ June 2006. He took out APJ with a similar chair. Only it was a brown one. This one's white. Oh, tosses it with no sympathy for Jason at all. I wouldn't be surprised the career destroyer ended the career of Jason on our last show. Adrian know how those chair shots feel. He got shot with many of them earlier against his D2. 1, 2, 2 count, 2 count.
You would just not die, huh?
He's Jason Voorhees, of course not.
I will make history. See, I retired everybody. I retired PJ. I'm gonna retire you now.
Everybody, that's just one individual. Oh, Dennis Cage just has never cared about anyone but himself. You could say a lot of negative things about Dennis, how that he stutters and promos and that he jokes a lot, but Dennis Cage is a cold-blooded bastard. He will beat the shit out of you and not give you a chance if he really wants to. Come on. Jason's got to take advantage of that situation. Whatever. Don't be spitting in the ring. We got to clean that. You can still hear the fireworks for the celebration of our new year. Will Jason win the title and start the year happy as the new world champion? Will Dennis Cage cheer up the year, keeping his world title? That means a lot to both men. But who wants it more? Who wants it more? Is it Jason that has never held the world title? Or is it Dennis who's willing to do almost anything to keep the CEW Championship? Who's hungrier to walk out champion? 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's got foot on the spring. Foot on the spring over there. You can hardly see it, but he's got it on the spring. Great call. The guy's in the back for letting me know on the headset that he got his foot on the spring. Who's hungrier for the world title? Is it Jason willing to do all to win that precious world title before CEW shuts down tonight after this final match? Or will Dennis Cage do whatever it takes to walk out still the world champion? Jason gets kind of slammed into the chair. 1, 2, 2 count at the last second. At the last second, Jason gets the shoulder up. He's got the steel chair shot. Another shot to the belly. Oh, another one. Oh. We've seen this many times by Dennis.
You can't beat me, Jason. You understand that?
Again, you can laugh at Dennis for any reason. For his speech problem, for anything, I don't care. But Dennis Cage will destroy you with that chair. Dennis Cage will do anything to retain the world title.
You know what? I'm breaking
Dennis Cage is looking to make an impact before he goes pro. Oh my God, no. This is not possible, Dennis. No, you're gonna break the guy's neck. Well, he's Jason. It doesn't really matter because he's dead, but still, no, Dennis. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, what the hell was that?
He moved.
He moved?
No one moves.
I thought it was real. Come on, I thought his neck was still there.
When I break his...
Oh no. Is that a threat or a promise? He missed it. You might want to turn around to look at Jason. Don't let him recuperate. Come on. Don't tie your shoe. Well, Dennis Cage has the... Well, let's say he's got the habit of tying his shoe in the middle of a match. And that cost him a lot of pain over the past 6 years of being in CEW since 2005.
You get it? You hear me? You cannot beat Dennis Cage.
We'll see, Dennis. We'll see. You're probably just pushing him more to succeed. You're pushing him more You're angering Jason more, and for him, that could be motivation to win the world title. Perhaps Dennis Cage threat is motivating Jason more, and perhaps that could lead Jason to victory on tonight's contest. He's got to get to the spring, Dennis. Do not tap. Dennis Cage calls himself the undisputed submission machine because he claims he's never tapped out in a submission hole. Another great CEW moment is when Rob Styles took on Jason. Excuse me, Rob Styles took on Dennis Cage, and the referee was Robin, and he ended up screwing Dennis Cage and ringing the bell even though he did not tap. That's a history moment we'll never forget. He's got the spring. Let him go, Jason. 1, 2. You let go of the spring. What, are you crazy? Trying to reach for it again? Are you tapping? He's not tapping. He's getting the spring. Just tap. It'll be a great way to end the show. Our final show. Come on. You got 4 minutes remaining. That was a great moment I was talking about when Rob Styles took on Dennis Cage in a dark match. And Robin rang the bell before Dennis could even tap out or anything. He wasn't even knocked out. He was showing motion. And Robin screwed Dennis Cage. That was, of course, in 2005, a dark match. Another great moment of CEW was when Jason won the hardcore title against the Skeleton Man. That was actually in 2010. Can he win the world title? Jason, a former hardcore champion. Another great CEW moment was when D2 Diz retired Adrian and made him say, "I quit." You could relive a lot of CEW moments on YouTube and in Facebook. Perhaps also on MySpace. He's got the spring. Let him go, Jason. 1, 2, 3. Okay. He let go of the spring. What an idiot. You got 3 minutes remaining. Got 3 minutes remaining. It's approximately 1:32 a.m. See, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? He's got it up. Choke slam through the chair. Would this be over? Will Jason win the world title? 1, 2, 3. No, his hand is on the spring at the last and final second. He got his hand on the spring. Oh my God. What's he gonna do next? At the last second, Dennis Cage was able to get his hand on the spring. I was about to ring the bell. 1, 2. His hand on the spring again. Just choke slam him one more time. Hurry up. You got 1 minute, actually. Hurry up. He's got him. He's trying to fix him. Hurry up. Choke slamming him. Oh, choke slam through the chair again. Is he gonna pin him? 1. Wait a minute. Hurry up. 1, 2. He got the shoulder up. He got the shoulder up. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. 1, 2. Kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, I just received word we're going to have to take a commercial break. We'll be back for the continuation of this main event for the CEW Championship. Welcome back from your commercial break. This is your feature main event. It's Dennis Cage defending the CEW World title in our last match of CEW history. Our last championship match in history. The last time the CEW titles ever defended, or any title in CEW, because this is our last programming for CEW that airs on Facebook. Perhaps MySpace will upload it there too for those of you who don't have Facebook, and we'll put it on YouTube in case you're not a social network kind of individual. Right, and the ankle has become a target for Dennis Cage, well, against Dennis Cage, for Jason to favor on since the get-go of this match. Jason has never been called the world champion. He's dying to win the big one, the big diamond ring here tonight. That is called the CEW World Heavyweight Championship. CEW was established in 2005, and we've been doing programming ever since. I remember our first special event. What a shot to that ankle by Jason. I remember our first special attraction was called Night of Surviving. It was APJ versus Dennis Cage kicking it off November 2005. It was a historic evening when APJ defeated Dennis Cage in a championship match. The first champion to ever be taped as champion was D2Disc when he had the Canadian gimmick called Chris Jennings. Oh, what a shot to the ankle. What a shot. Dennis Cage used to wrestle as Dennis Young and then Christopher Nick at one point. Now he finally decided on Dennis Cage, and he got stabled with that name. He lasted with that in-ring name, Dennis Cage, the career destroyer. But Jason is dominating right now. What a kick to the ribs that was. A vicious shot to the back. Jason defended the hardcore title many times earlier this year before losing it to Dennis Cage in the champion versus champion match at Street Brawl in early 2010 actually. What a shot, what a shot, shot after shot. These guys have been feuding a lot this year. Cover 1, 2 count. Dennis Cage has been, well, one of the 3 major icons of CEW, along with D2Disc and APJ. But you gotta give credit for Jason, because he's also the reason why CEW got a lot of ratings on YouTube. Of course, we only went to YouTube starting in 2010. The rest was what you like to call off the air. It never aired on YouTube or television. It was just recorded, but it's still part of its history. Well, you guys don't even know the history of CEW. We've been doing this since 2010. Just because you never seen it on YouTube does not mean it never happened. Dennis Cage is injured from the ankle and the knee, and that's a big disadvantage. The big discretion for Dennis Cage. Where's Jason? What's he thinking of doing? Jason, Dennis Cage is hurt in the ring, can't stand, and Jason's got the bucket, taking out a page of D2Disc playbook. He used that same bucket on Adrian in our previous match. Again, that ankle has become a discretion for Dennis Cage in this bout for the CEW World's title. Oh, what? He's gonna do the same. He's mocking D2Disc right there on that one. Choke slamming Dennis Cage has hit the bucket. It's in his head and it flies off the trample ring. Come on. You gotta cover him right there. Another great moment in CEW history. I remember this one a lot. Dennis Cage in November 2005 in the first ever CEW chair match against D2 Diz again when he was known as Chris Jevin. The first chair match, Dennis Cage was busted wide open thanks to APJ's outside interference in that match. Oh, it was historic. It was historic. The crowd was absolutely excited when Dennis Cage was bleeding. Yes, back then we had a crowd. And he's got the world title with the premature celebration of Jason Cossum. Dennis Cage is recuperating Jason. What a shot to the head! Deja vu from Street Brawl and May of War. What could the difference between those two nights and tonight be that Jason walks out the champion? We don't know what will happen. But he's in control, so right now I'm gonna say it could happen. What's Jason doing? He set up the belt right in the middle of the ring. What could be going through his sick mind? He's got him up. No, Dennis countered. DDT! Jason head first, banging his head into the championship. 1, 2 count. He's got his hand on the spring, Dennis. Jason had his hand. Wait a minute. Insulting Jason with that championship. You're gonna break it.
Who cares?
It costs 200 grand to make that championship. You don't want to leave the last champion with the championship all broken into pieces. It's gonna look ghetto, hardcore ghetto. Come on. I like Dennis Cage's new gear, by the way. He makes him look like a doctor. He's gonna deliver that vicious championship shot. He got caught in the throat. Wait a minute. What's he going for? Is that a tombstone? What's he going for right here? He's gonna pole drive him. Oh, head first into the championship. Oh my God. 1. Wait a minute. He's dragging him to the middle. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Here's your winner and your new CEW World Heavyweight Champion, Jason! Jason has made history by winning his first CEW World Heavyweight Champion and the process winning the last and final main event of CEW and being called the last CEW Champion. Jason's gonna have the prestigious honor of being called the last ever CEW World Heavyweight Champion, and Jason has earned it. After months of attempting to win the big one, Jason has finally defeated Dennis Cage and become the World Heavyweight Champion on our final night here of CEW Finale. Oh my God. Jason is the world champion, and Dennis Cage is completely knocked out from that pole driver, that vicious pole driver. Jason is the world champion! Jason is the world champion! Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to start 2011! Happy New Year's from CEW! Jason is the new world champion! Oh my God.